Welcome back to another video. So I'm going to do a builder in a bottle set today. So I'm going to use these 5-in-1 builder gels I got from Saviland. Look at them colours. I loved all of these. So I'm going to use this one. I think this one's just called pink, isn't it? I think. I'm going to use that one today anyway. And I've pulled out this foil. I've wanted to use this foil since last Christmas. I love it. I love the colours on it. So yeah, I'm just going to build a set around that. And I've pulled out this perfect glitter. So this is like a minty green. It's completely matte. And it's got silver foil in there and little silver dots. I love it. It's a beautiful colour. And this is TCT 397 if you want that, from Colours World. I'm using my usual long coffin tips and regular brush on nail glue. So I'm just going to get these nail tips glued on. Just hold them on for a couple of seconds and then pinch them in at the sides. Make sure them sides are stuck right down. I'll just show you doing this one last one. No, I lied. I'm not showing you one more. So I'm just filing the edges of them tips, getting them nice and straight. Any that's hanging over up the sides, whip that off. And then I'm just blending it in where it's been glued on. And buffing off all the shiny surface to them tips. And there we go. We're ready to go. Quick clean off with some alcohol. And we're ready to go. So I'm going to start with Saviland base coat. I'm going to give all the nails just a nice thin even coat of that. And stick that in the lamp for 30 seconds. So when I'm using builder in a bottle, any builder gel really, I always like to do a little slip layer first. It's a bit difficult to do a slip layer with a nail bed, but I'm just marking out round about where I'm going to want this nail bed. I'm doing a nail bed on this finger if you hadn't guessed. This first layer I've just marked out kind of where I want that nail bed to go, and it just helps this second bead keep it kind of in place because it will stick to that layer that I've just done. So I'm just pushing it in to that cuticle area and side walls, and then I just swipe it down and get them swipes really small when you get to the tip bit, and then I just pull it up the sides like that. And I'm going to stick that in the lamp just for a quick half a cure for 30 seconds. And then this second bead a little bit thicker, again I'm going to push it right into that cuticle area and into the side corner bits there. Just push it in, and then I'm just going to again just swipe it side to side. Keep your brush attached to that bead at all times. Just keep swiping it, and then yeah, just get your swipes smaller and smaller as you get towards that nail bed bit. And you'll see on this bit I went over a little bit. I think it was here where I was swiping it. I went over a little tiny bit. I should have left it, but I didn't. Can you see I've just gone over a little bit there? So I'm just going to use a clean-up brush with some alcohol and just wipe that away and stick it in the lamp for another half a cure, 30 seconds. And then this last bead, quite a thick one again. This last bead really is just to build it up a bit higher, just to give me a bit of apex and strength. Yeah, and then it's going to get a full 60 seconds cure now. I love this colour. It's a beautiful colour, isn't it? I really like that. I liked all of them. There was one that I wasn't keen on, but yeah, I really, really liked this set of builder gels. My favourite set I've got now, actually. So now I'm using, this didn't come in this kit. This is one that I had previously. This is a clear. This nail I'm completely covering in foil, so I didn't want to waste one of my colours. So that's why I'm using the clear for this. So again, I've just done a really thin slip layer, and now I'm going in with not a big bead. This is just to get my nail started. So exactly as the first nail, tuck it all into that cuticle area and side walls. Except this one, I'm going to walk it all the way down the nail, but keep it really thin at that tip. I've hardly put any down that tip area. Make sure all the sides are covered. Swipe up and down them sides. And that's had a quick 30 seconds cure. So again, I'm going in with another bead now. This is quite a thick bead. I'm going to start to build up my apex and strength in that top third of the nail now. Because they're quite long, these nails. They need a decent apex. And again, just walk the rest of it down. Keep that tip thin. And then that's had a 30 seconds cure as well. So this last bead, I'm pretty much just going to leave most of this in this area that I'm in now. Can you see I've left most of it up there, and I'm just going to pull a tiny bit of it down. That'll just add a bit of strength in that stress area, and that'll get a full 60 seconds cure now. So this pinky, I want to put foil on the bottom half of the nail, so I'm just doing a slip layer, and I'm just going to do a little bead. I'm just going to build up the bottom half of this nail really, because that's going to have foil on it, but it didn't need much. I'm going to do a nail bed with the coloured gel in a minute. So that's just a nice thick layer really for the bottom half of that nail for my foil to go on. So I'm just going to wipe the tacky layer off all of these, and I've given them a quick buff off camera. They didn't need much at all. I've just sharpened up that nail bed a little bit and buffed these other nails smooth because I need to paint on these and put foil on. So this nail that I'm going to cover in the foil, I'm painting it white just because the foil is white, and if there's any little missing bits or gaps, this white underneath will hide it. And same again with the pinky, the bottom half of that nail, I'm going to do that in the white where the foil's going to go, and I'm just going to stick them in the lamp for 30 seconds. And now I'm giving them just a nice thin even coat of the foil gel. Make sure you get this foil gel down all the edges and corners and tips. And so yeah, just going to get this foil stuck on now. I'm using a silicone tool to rub that in, and I'm going to put the foil on the pinky as well. So now that's my foils on, I'm just going to use a base coat on this pinky. I want to put a nail bed using the builder gel on this pinky, and I needed a tacky layer for the builder gel to go on. So I'm going to do a nail bed fade with the pinky. So again, I'm starting with just a really thin kind of slip layer, and then I'm going to put on a thicker bead. I found this really difficult because this builder gel is so opaque. I found it really difficult to fade it down, but it looked alright. And this pink is so tiny as well. So I'm just going to use really light touches with my brush and just kind of feather it off the best I can. Really light touches, and I keep wiping that excess off my brush. And that's going to get a 30 seconds cure, and I think I give that another coat as well. Yeah, so this layer, guys, I decided to use a little detailer brush just to help me with that fade and to get it down into the corners. This pinky is so tiny. So yeah, I'm just going to use this detailer brush and just use that to feather it off down the nail. It was so much easier to do it with this detailer brush. Can you see I'm just swiping it down like that? And I think it made that blend look so much better, didn't it? So that's had a 60 seconds cure now. This this ring finger, I am going to completely cover this with that glitter. I absolutely love this glitter. I didn't like those big hexes, so you'll see me take those big hexes off. I wasn't keen on them. I thought they looked a slightly different colour. Not sure. So yeah, I'm going to completely cover this nail in this glitter and cure that for 30 seconds. So onto this pointer finger now. I'm doing what I always like to do with my nail beds. I'm just painting around the side of that nail bed with my gel polish. always go over the top slightly. It just makes it look better when it comes to filing. And same as the ring finger, I'm going to completely cover the edge, the tip of this nail in the glitter as well. So now that glitter's cured into place, I'm giving this ring finger another base coat. I decided I wanted to put a couple of these big white snowflakes on there. So I'm just using my fingers and curling them so that they sit flat on the nail. Just curl them between your fingers and it will just help, yeah, it'll just help them sit flat. And they're going to get a 30-second cure now. So I'm using the clear builder gel now. I'm going to get all these nails encapsulated. I'll just show you this pinky and pointer finger, I think. And I'm going to give them all a file and a buff off camera today, guys. So that's them all filed and all buffed. I decided to use the white and I'm just going to put a little 4-pronged star on this pinky, and I think I put one on the pointer finger as well. Just show you this one. So I just use a little dotting tool and then a tiny brush and just pull 4 lines coming out of that dot. And a couple of little dots around it, like that. Cute. So I'm going to stick that in the lamp. So I'm going to get these top coated now, guys, and then get some bling on, and that'll be then finished. So I'm using some of these silver rhinestones and I'm using some of my green opal rhinestones. And I'm using some white caviar beads. Why not? It's Christmas after all. So I'll be back at the end. So there we are, guys, that's then finished. I love that minty green colour. It's really unique, isn't it? I really like that foil. I've been dying to use that foil since last year. I really like the colours of it. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. I'll leave links to everything I've used today in my description box. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and hopefully I'll see you all in my next one. Take care, bye.